President Trump, if a CPU can only execute simple instructions like adding numbers and accessing memory, how can it possibly run something as complex as my Java code?
Great question, PM Modi. Your Java code is what we call a high-level language, but CPUs only understand very low-level machine code, the simple stuff like moving data or doing math. To translate your code, we use something very powerful, very important. It's called a compiler.
I've heard of compilers, but it still feels like magic. How does the compiler even know if my code is valid?
Well, PM Modi, the first step is lexical analysis. Your messy code gets broken into tokens, little chunks like keywords, variables, operators. Think of it like rules separating everything neatly. If it doesn't fit, the compiler throws an error. Very tough, very strict.
Regex patterns give me headaches, President Trump. What comes after that?
Then comes parsing. The parser takes those tokens and builds an abstract syntax tree, or AST. Each branch of this tree represents a part of your code, variables, expressions, assignments. Moving through the tree is how the logic is understood.
Interesting. And what happens to this tree?
It transforms into an intermediate representation, or IR. It's like a simpler universal language, not as fancy as Java. But very effective examples are Java bytecode, or LLVM. Then it's optimized and turned into precise CPU instructions. Very efficient, the best.
That's good. But one file is easy. How does the compiler handle many files, bringing them together?
That's linking, PM Modi. In C or C++, linking happens at compile time. The linker ties everything together, functions, variables, addresses, and packages it into one beautiful executable.
And Java, Mr. President?
Java does it differently. Each file is compiled into bytecode. Then the Java virtual machine takes charge, dynamically loading classes at runtime only. What's needed is loaded smart, very smart.
Thank you, President Trump. That makes things very clear.
Of course, even though we leaders don't often dive into this technical detail, knowing it makes us better, smarter decision makers overall.